Welcome back to Thursday Picks. I am your host, Justin Pugh. I am surrounded by a bunch of idiots that I will introduce shortly. But first, I want to recap last week. Our schedule was a little bit crazy. We were Cowboys, Eagles. I was sitting next to the Ice Whale, a couple rows down from Coach. Dorf was on the other side, brought the Eagles good luck. We're at the Cleveland Browns game where there was an inanimate object thrown onto the field that I won't mention. We had to leave at halftime to drive to the Bills. We left the mojo off the field. We took it with us. The Browns lose in the fourth quarter in a heartbreaker. We probably see what I would say was going to be probably the game of the year. Ravens at Bills. Love that place. Bills win that one by a point. And then the Bears shit down their leg at Soldier Field. And Thursday's football club is 2-2 on the week. We are heading to Houston for the Buccaneers at Texans for Monday Night Football this week. We're dropping our first video Friday instead of Thursday, which this will be out after that, so you already see it. Make sure you're subscribed over there to Thursday Football Club. Make sure you're following along for all of our picks. Got to give a shout out to Kalshi, our sponsor. Why Kalshi? They're not a sports book. They're an exchange. You're trading against other people. It's legal in all 50 states. So as I'm crossing state lines from Ohio and Cleveland to Buffalo and New York, I don't stress. I'm putting in my anytime touchdown for Josh Allen that lost. There's better odds. There's no VIG, which is juice. There's no house juice. There's transparent pricing. You never have to worry about it because you're trading against another human being. The trades are earlier. You can go beyond sports. You can do. Someone is talking right now. I don't know who that is.
Themselves, man. Learners in the kitchen right now.
Someone's got a lot of background noise.
Jason's recording will continue on a new track. I don't know who it is.
Yeah,
everybody just mute themselves for the intro to the show. You can go beyond sports as well, folks. You can get into politics. You can go into the economy, pop culture. Kalshi's also live on Robinhood. So right now, use the code Thursday Sports, and on your first trade for $100, they will give you a bonus for $20. That is Thursday, THURSDAY, Sports. You should be able to spell that one. If you can't, you probably shouldn't be on Kalshi. All right, let me quickly introduce the guys to you. Starting in my top left, we have Coach Green, Baby Dolphin. We love him. Welcome back, Coach. I want to introduce the new guy on the block. We get a little RIP to him last week. Woogie, our resident baseball guy. He has more kids than he does wins last week in his parlay. Welcome to the show, Woog. We'll give you a little chance to highlight yourself. I've already introed the other guys. We lost Lerner. We'll get him back here shortly. We have Jason. We also lost Jason. We are dropping like flies on the show here today. Jason is our all-four dropout. He is our golf expert, I should say. He's better at watching than playing. We also have, actually we don't have this week, Jared Dorfman, our micro bet king. A little RIP to him. We'll get his picks in still. We have Corey, our football connoisseur. Put a little U in there. And then last but not least, we have the Ice Whale. Welcome, Ice Whale. Welcome. We always bow down to the Ice Whale.
Always a pleasure.
I don't know if we're getting Lerner, guys. Is anyone? I'm not seeing him.
I see Jake. He's up here.
Okay, we have Jake. He's our finance bro. He's got the suit on. He's a member at a country club, so that makes you influence your picks or tailing him a little bit differently. It probably should. How's everyone doing? Woogie, welcome. You a little nervous?
Not nervous. I'm fucking ready, man.
Oh, Woogie's ready.
We allowed to curse on this thing?
Oh yeah, we can curse on this one. Like I'm trying to curse less on camera, to be quite honest. It isn't the best look when you watch it back, but if you got to emphasize a point, you go for it, Coach. You want to get anything off your chest?
No, I just wanted to make sure we didn't have to wipe Woogie's first line from the show.
No, Woogie's back in.
Flipping back, man. I'm flipping ready.
Yeah, there he goes. There he goes. All right, so let's go a little bit of week in review here. We'll put a little graphic up on screen as we go. We're going to do the week one recap of the games. Your leader in the clubhouse. You know what, Coach? I'm going to give you the honor of going first. We have a tie at first place. It is Coach and myself at 9-7. Many people would say we might have lost. We're losing. We lost later, man, but it's all right. He'll get back in here. All right, let's get back into it. So many would say our two football connoisseurs ended up coming out on top. Me and Coach at 9-7. 8-8, we have Corey Riddell. We have Jake Lerner. Coming in at 7-9, we have Laterman. Coming in at 6-10, we have a tie for Dorf and Woogie. And then coming in last is the Ice Whale himself. But
it's all good.
Can you defend yourself real quick, Ice Whale? 5-10 after we give you all this hype.
I am not the biggest straight bet on team guy. I'm more of a player prop, anytime touchdown parlay guy. And we ended up having a very good. Yeah, we ended up still having a pretty good week though.
What people don't know about Ice Whale is that
you're more of a bob and weave kind of guy. You're like, get a bet in, cash out, get a live odds, get out.
Yeah, shifty, transport, do what you got to do.
Transport. Mike was one of the best drivers that we had while we were growing up. He could get from the Eagles game back to our hometown in, what was the record?
About 37-ish minutes.
37. All right, there he is.
Something like that.
All right, so now that we reviewed last week, we thought that before we get into this, we wanted to juice it up a little bit. Some guys made some statements last week. I'm going to let them defend themselves a bit here. But we have a little wrinkle we're going to add to it. We're going to go through the picks of the week. Everyone's going to make their picks just like before, but everyone has their lock of the week. And when you make that pick, it is worth 2 points. So it allows you to make up some ground because as of right now, Ice Whale has some digging to do. We want to give him a shot. And those are the ones the guys feel the most comfortable with. Like, let me give you an example from last week. Lerner said he would actually mortgage his home, his son's tuition, I think he said, on Washington. Bet of the week ends up being a winner. And speaking of, he's moving into a new home today, so I'm glad he didn't mortgage that off. But congratulations, Jake.
Sorry,
I said
that. Had to move outside. Movers are still here. Things are getting done, but we're moving along.
Talk about
Cincinnati game. We're on to Cincinnati.
I like the background with like crickets in the background. It kind of adds a little flavor here. I like it.
I'll go on mute until I'm ready to talk.
It adds to the Finance Pro Country Club, crickets in the backyard. Life is good in the Lerner household. Next up was my lock of the week. It was Niners. Ice Whale said, no way, I want to bet against you. I want Seattle. I don't know what he lost. In the chat, tell us what you think Perkis should owe me. Not a monetary thing. Anytime push-ups, he's got to eat 5,000 calories during the next Eagles game he goes to. Something
easy.
That's a normal day, bro.
Easy.
So that was my lock of the week. Ice Whale, Coach, and Woogie all said the Giants were their lock of the week. All three lost. I think you guys should. If I'm not on the Giants, you guys probably shouldn't make it your week. I picked them, but not my lock of the week.
I got to say though that only giving up 21 points with the way that game was kind of playing out is kind of impressive by that Giants defense. And they had so many chances to be covering, to backdoor cover at the end, and it just didn't work. But I was pretty confident throughout the first 3.5 quarters of that game that they were going to cover, but best teams don't make it happen.
So you want to double down? You're going Giants again this week? We'll get into it.
Maybe. Whatever.
No, you just summarized my 3 hours of torture with my straight massive bet on the Giants on Sunday, which was about all I took. So that's exactly
and you must have been confident pretty much the whole time because it kept looking like they were going to cover.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like that was going to happen, but they were so dysfunctional on off. It was just, we all saw the game.
We all saw the game. Washington did dominate that game. And then the last was Corey in New England at home. First game for Vrabel. Geno Smith and the boys come in there and handle business. Corey, any words of that for that?
Lake May, totally screwed me. They never got it going.
Let's hop right into the games this week. We're going to start with the first game of the week, and that is, drum roll please, the Washington Commanders go to Lambeau on Thursday Night Football. The Packers are -3.5. We're going to kick this one around. Let me get the share screen up there real quick just so we can see it and everyone can feel the energy. Let's get the Kalshi.
Does anyone have a feel for the board this week?
Say that again.
Does anyone have a feel for the board this week?
It's a sucker board, you said, right?
Sucker board.
I think there's going to be a lot of week one overreactions, which is kind of going to be my theme on my picks.
So we're going to go in there and just switch it over to the American odds, if you guys don't mind, and then we'll just hop right back into sports. That's how easy it is, folks. You go into that, then you go right into football. I'm going to just pro football. We know what we're talking about here.
Those crickets are nice, Jake. I feel like I'm in the suburbs.
They're soothing, man. They are soothing.
We are in the suburbs, baby. We finally made
city,
it.
Man. Wow.
And it's nice. They actually updated this interface right now. Like, the one thing I'll say about Kalshi is they're evolving, boys. Like, we're getting to kind of make some moves on the fly. You see everything here. It's a nice interface. You can get into the touchdown scores. We're going to stay away from those. We're staying away from over-unders. We're just going spread and spread alone. I know parlays are something that we're requesting, and it's been voiced to the Kalshi powers that be. So we'll see how that goes. But all right, week 2, NFL, Washington, Green Bay. Coach, you are the 1 seed. I'm going to let you go first. I'll go second, and then we'll just make our way around the board after that.
More points than I'd ideally like to give, but I'm going to go with Green Bay at home.
I see your Green Bay at home, and I'm against Green Bay at home. Jordan Love's going to make some costly turnovers in this game. He throws the ball to places you never think he can, and then he just throws picks and makes those bad decisions at times. I got Washington. Where are my 8-8 boys? Corey, you go up next.
Yeah, I got Green Bay. I think their defense was flying around week 1. I still think that if Washington needs to run the ball successfully to win this game, my money would be on them not doing that. Shout out to Bill, but you got to prove it in more than 1 week.
What's that, Krosky Merritt?
Yeah, Krosky Latte Merritt. So give me
preferred name Bill.
Yeah, we go with Bill, but give me Green Bay. Laying 3.5 at home.
Lerner, what do you and the Crickets say?
I'm riding Green Bay. I think they made the offensive line of Detroit look like a bunch of ragdolls out there last week. No way Washington gets the run game going. I love Green Bay at home to just pound the rock and maybe win by 11.
Ooh, hold on now.
Not my lock of the week. Not the lock of the week.
Okay.
It's not it. Jason? Don't worry about it.
I'm with the boys on Green Bay.
Wow, is it going chalk Green Bay? I know Whale. I already know based on Whale's theme of the week.
Got to go first.
Oh, sorry, Woog. Disrespectful. I know.
I'm going Commanders, and I think that the social media group for Washington put out a whole tweet on Bill, and I think he's going to go off this week too. I would even maybe throw in a parlay or an anytime touchdown for Bill Krosky Merritt.
All right, that's bonus. We'll just make note of that.
But count me in on Washington.
We got intern Rob behind the scenes right now, guys. We got an intern and we got a producer for the show now. We're rolling. There's a dream team coming to be. A lot of positive energy. Rob, mark down Bill anytime touchdown. We'll just monitor that. Ice Whale, Dorfman. We'll get Dorfman's picks in. We don't have them right now, but we will get them and post them somewhere so we have some accountability from the boys. Ice Whale, as our last place picker, who you got?
Yeah. Give me the Commanders at getting 3.5. The public is all over Green Bay right now after what they did last week. And like I said, my theme this week is the overreaction. And I just think it's an overreaction. And only because the anytime touchdown thing was brought up, Josh Jacobs scored a touchdown in, I think, 11 straight games. So,
okay. No more anytime touchdown. If you're really feeling it, throw it in there. Corey's going to yell at us. We got to stay on schedule here, Whale. Don't just be throwing anytime touchdowns in there. Corey, I might call you the sheriff, man. Corey's the sheriff in this whole thing. All right. Next game, we're moving to Jacksonville Jaguars at the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals are laying 3.5. Let me just get over there. The Bengals, it's a 1 o'clock game. It's not in line there with the Kalshi picks, but we got it. We're there. We got the Cincinnati Bengals doing it. And Coach, again, do you want to keep leading off, Coach, or do you want me to kick it and go the other way, snake order?
Trust you as the host. What are you thinking?
Let's go back to the Ice Whale and just keep this thing rolling that way.
Give me Cincinnati here. I just think they're the better team, and I don't think the Jaguars' defense is good enough to keep up with them.
Okay. All right. He goes Cincinnati.
I'm going to tail the whale here, man. I'm going Cincy too. I
You're
think the
going
Jaguars
Cincinnati.
benefited from a huge lightning delay, and the Panthers stink. It's Cincinnati's going to roll.
The Jags. Oh, you're saying the Carolina Panthers stink. Who the Jags?
Yeah. The Jags benefited from playing a crappy team, and I'm with the whale.
All right.
Tail the whale.
All right. We're tailing the whale. Corey.
Tail the whale.
Tail the whale. I think Joe gets the guys ready.
Let's
man.
go.
I don't think that offense lays an egg 2 weeks in a row, and if they do, we'll have that information by week 3 and be smarter.
Lerner, they did trade locker room, good guy Tank Bigsby to your Birds. Tank being gone, they might be down a little bit in Jacksonville. Do you like Jackson? Can I get you to buy Jacksonville here?
I'm actually going with the lock of the week with Jacksonville here. I think they traded Tanks Bigsby. They opened up the runway for Bayshell Tootin, best ball champion, who's going to end up taking over eventually. ETN had a great game. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to clean up the interceptions. Liam Cohen's going to get these guys going. Travis Hunter is going to do something special. Give me Jags. What are they? They're plus 3.5. I would have taken a money line, but listen, let's take Jags plus 3.5. Lock of the week, baby.
All right, well, lock your plus 3.5, and then your little bonus plays. You like Jags money line. All right, Cricket Man, go back on mute there for a second. We're going to move over to Jason here. Mr. Laterman, what do you got on this one?
So I know I said I would follow the whale anywhere, but after a 5-10 week, he lost my faith. I am going similar to last week. Cincinnati wins, but Jacksonville covers in a close one. Jags plus 3.5.
Good teams win, great teams cover. Cincinnati got a bit embarrassed this last weekend. I was in that game. They didn't look good. I don't think enough people give the Browns enough credit. I am actually going to fade the whale, hop on this. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I'm tailing the whale. I apologize, whale. I'm going Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati is better. I think the Browns are better than everyone thinks, and that means Cincinnati's better than we think they are as well. Bengals, Joe Burrow at home, opening night. I got the Bengals here. Coach?
So I got Cincy. My only comment on this is Cincy has an unbelievably tough schedule, and I just think all these games against not top tier teams are really critical for them to win. So I think they're going to take care of business
and not start off like they do every single year. That's I like
Correct.
that one. All right, next up, boys, we have, where the hell are they? All right, we're going to drop the San Francisco, New Orleans because I can't find the Patriots in here. So we're going San Francisco, New Orleans. San Francisco minus 3.5 in New Orleans. New Orleans came back. They battled back against the Arizona Cardinals. Green, we'll come right back to you on this one.
This is the Mac Jones, San Francisco 49ers. I think San Fran's a mess, but New Orleans is a bigger mess. I'll lay the points and go San Fran.
Jason?
I'm going to take the points. Rattler, Kellen Moore, there's something there.
Jason goes Saints. Woogie?
Something.
I'm going Rattler. I actually was pretty impressed with how the Saints looked against the Cardinals defense last week. Cardinals don't have a bad defense, and they were in that game. They had a chance to tie it up at the end. I'm going to take the points as well and take New Orleans at home. Who dat?
Lerner?
I can't believe Laterman just said that there's something there between Kellen Moore and Spencer Rattler, right? I will take the Niners to the grave here. I think Mac Jones. I think Mac Jones, Jack Jones, Crack Jones, whoever starts is whopping the New Orleans
Uncle
Saints.
Rico.
So, who dat, Saints?
Wait, so hold on. You're going San Fran?
I'm going San Fran. Oh yeah,
okay,
lock
you said
it up,
who
baby.
dat threw me off for a second. Corey?
No, I'm saying who are they? Like,
Oh,
who
yeah.
dat?
I think
Finance guy.
If you give me a home dog versus Mac Jones, I'm taking the home dog every time. I think give me the Saints, and you tell us, Pew, but I also feel like New Orleans at 1-0 with a little hopium there is probably not the easiest place to play either. I imagine that crowd's going to be pretty fire on Sunday too.
Yeah, the crowd will be good. The crowd will be very good. It's a loud place. I remember we used to have to use kiddie pools as ice tubs there. One of the worst stadiums I've been to. Great for a Super Bowl because all the bars are there, but not a great stadium. New Orleans. We got to get that figured out. All right, well, what do we got? You didn't influence any of the guys this time. I held off for that reason.
Give me the Saints.
Saints with the points.
And exactly what Corey said there. Mac Jones on the road, home dog. I think this is a easy win for the Saints.
No George Kittle. Juwan Jennings banged up. Christian McCaffrey, I don't know if it's still a calf injury. Coach, are you in here twice now? You're just rolling around from phone to computer? We love it. We need 2 coach picks. Then.
I just had my first Wi-Fi issue, but I'm off the computer.
All right, he's back. That's all we needed. All right, I'm last up.
Oh, we got a funny picture of him there.
I'm a sucker. I am a sucker for a Shanahan-led San Francisco team. I'm going San Francisco minus the 3.5. I can't stay away from them, man. I just can't stay away from them. So I'm going San Francisco. All right, moving right along. There they are. That's who we were looking for. That New England at Miami. Woogie, I'm going to let you kick this off. This is a much bigger discrepancy. You see here, everyone watched the game this weekend. Now all of a sudden, getting a lot closer to a 50-50 matchup.
Yeah,
the Miami Dolphins are laying 1.5 at home against New England after an embarrassment in Indianapolis.
Yeah, I mean, this could be this, to Ice's point earlier, how this is an overreaction and probably everyone's going to be on the Patriots. I'm going to be with everyone and take the Patriots. The Miami Dolphins stink this year so badly that there are multiple GoFundMes to have a banner flying over the stadium trying to fire McDaniels and the GM. So, and like Miami doesn't get up for anything, right? Like just the heat. So if it's that bad where the fans are taking their money to try and fly banners over the stadium, it's that bad. The Dolphins are going to get waxed this week, and Vrabel will get his first win as a head coach of the Patriots.
Vrabel gets his first win of the season. I'm going to jump in and I'm going with you, Woog. I live down here in Florida as well. I think it's not even that I think the Dolphins are bad. They're very, very talented. I just think that they are dysfunctional. There's no accountability. Tyreek Hill, every single week, something's going on in the news that's not football related. I just don't see them fixing whatever is going on in that locker room. They're going to have to clean out all the rot after the season. And I think the New England Patriots do get a win down here in South Florida. They just got to be ready for a little heat and humidity. Yeah, well,
this is by the way, this is my lock of the week. This is my 2 times play of the day. I'm going all in on the Pats this week.
All right, so Lerner has his lock of the weekend. Woogie has now locked in his Miami Dolphins lock of the week.
No, Patriots lock of the week. I'm fading the Dolphins.
I'm sorry. And you also bet, season total under wins on the Dolphins?
Under, yeah, I didn't get to make last week's show, but I would have told the world that the Dolphins under win total was a lock. So,
but you also bet over Tyreek receiving yards in the crew.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't matter. You were on Tyreek. It doesn't make any sense. We won't go there. Corey.
This is the hardest game on the board for me. It's just like straight up talent versus vibes with New England. Give me the Dolphins.
I like that one. Lerner.
Look, I think the fantasy bros locked in Drake May as a big boom this year. I think that everybody likes Mike Vrabel. I don't see it with the Pats. I actually do think Miami stinks, and I would take under on their wins this year, even with taking them to win this game. I just think, if Vegas thought that Miami, if Vegas realized what everybody's saying about this dysfunction, they'd have New England minus 6 points or something like that. The fact that it's a 1-point game tells me that I think somehow Miami holds it together, keeps it going another week, and Mike McDaniels would be fired week 5 or 6, not now.
We like the incepted you, man.
We like the underwriting on that one, finance guy. We like it a lot. Coach?
I like the Dolphins, a lot of the same reasons as Jake. in the next couple weeks, the Dolphins get the Jets, the Panthers. They have this Patriots game at home. I think the Dolphins are going to bounce back, and I think they have a decent roster.
I actually, and you might be able to do this on Kalshi, I think we might see some type of off the field issue break the news before the Dolphins win a game. I don't know if you can like bet those types of things on here, but if there was a place, Kalshi would be the place. We're not going to go there. We're going to stay positive. Jason, bring us back to the show.
Phew, I think what you were trying to kind of land on was there's just bad vibes in Miami, and we don't like bad vibes.
Good vibes
There's
only
a
on
football
this show.
crew, so we're going to go Patriots.
Vrabel's got good vibes. He's doing one-on-one
Good
with his
vibes.
players. All right, well.
Yeah,
up
this
for
is
air.
another. This is I'm looking at Kalshi on my other screen right now too, but this is once again
Two screen
an,
flex.
an overreaction. 3 screens if we're being real here. Anyway, overreaction to the Dolphins getting plastered by Daniel Jones last week. Give me the Dolphins to take it out on the Patriots and win big here. And this is actually going to be my lock of the week. Give me the Dolphins.
Wow, the whale
Wow.
to his
Yeah.
go,
other
Ice.
ocean brethren.
This is my lock of the week. So
You
I
know,
wish I had a flag.
No,
I'm gonna
you
get a
need a whale-
flag
you
for,
need a
for
whale
this
It's all
week,
right. It's all right.
or a
You need a
whale,
whale,
something
bro.
like that.
You got 3 screens, bro. Flex. Let them know. That's
Dude,
BRE.
3 screens. You're not
Big,
messing
big
around.
roach energy.
I love the pick, Mike.
Loves the
Appreciate
pick.
that, Coach.
Loves the pick.
It
All right,
means
we're
a lot
moving
coming
on to
from
the
you,
New York
Coach.
Giants. As you can see, the public has really started to get the Giants actually look good. Dak looked really good against a very good Philadelphia team on Thursday night. I'm going to go to the Philly crew that was there on Thursday night first, and we're going to start this thing off with Ice Whale. Give us your breakdown of Dallas. I don't really need Spitgate breakdown, just more
Yeah.
football so we can make some picks because the Giants are getting 5.5 at Big D.
All right, so I'm going to start off with this. Have you ever been in a rain delay like that before?
I have been in a lightning delay like that before. Yes.
Is there like
the
an
whale is talking
effect
about
post
the
of
Dallas Thursday night lightning
Eagles,
delay in
yeah.
Philadelphia last Thursday?
do offenses like normally come out of these delays like down like that?
Yeah, I mean, like you're up for the game, then everything kind of just drops. You're all heightened up, you're all machoed up, ready to go, and then you sit for an hour. Then the field's a little wet. You know, it was pouring rain. I don't know. We should have hopped on Kalshi and got the under in or under yards, whatever it is. 'Cause I felt like both teams just conceded at that point.
Yeah, I mean, just specifically in this game, I like the Giants. I think that once again, Dallas is going to get a lot of public hype for how they played, but I think that last week, that's such like a typical Eagles game. Like they keep it close in the beginning, and then they just have a boring second half. They run the clock out. We were sitting next to each other. We were talking about how they had like a 30-yard drive. Like 10 play, took 7.5 minutes off the clock, and then kicked the field goal or something like that. Like that's just kind of what the Eagles do, and they make plays when they need to, and Dallas just didn't make the plays. And
But Dak looked good. Back to this game. Dak did look good, but you're going New York Giants.
I'm taking the Giants.
All right, Coach.
Sorry. Everything that I saw from each of these teams in the first 2 weeks tells me Dallas has a legitimate passing game and can protect the quarterback, and the Giants can't score. But I'm going with like historic gut and gonna take the Giants.
Vibes and vibes alone. Jason?
Cowboys.
Cowboys. Corey?
Yeah, pencil me in for the lock of the week. I'm taking Dallas also. I thought Dak looked like super comfortable back there. Like, God forbid Dallas can get an early lead. I think they're dangerous as shit with play action with those two guys on the outside. Russell Wilson's a loser. Dabble's coaching for his job. Stress is high. Like, give me Dallas. I think they roll.
I wish I had a rebuttal there, but I waded into the Giants Twitter sphere this weekend. It was a bloodbath. I don't want to talk about it. Lerner?
I think everybody's overrating Dak right now. Jalen Carter out before the game starts. if he was in, he'd be sucking farts from the pocket here all game. I think he was under pressure from absolutely no one. The Eagles lost most of their D line to free agency. Then you lose Jalen Carter. He had enough time to feel comfortable. It was a preseason game for him basically, and he still lost because that's Dak. And so, I'm taking the Giants, not because I think they're anything special, but I think give me Neighbors, give me Tracy, give me the boy Cam Scatabo, let these guys go loose. I think they keep it close.
There's just something about Scatabo that everyone loves that guy.
I think Tracy stinks.
Hard-nosed,
kid.
smart guy, hard-nosed.
Like my boy Laterman likes to say, there's just something there. I think there's something there.
I think there's something
Yes.
there. All right, last but not least, Woog.
I'm also on the Giants with the caveat that Abdul Carter does not spit on Dak Prescott before the game starts.
So we're not going Carter, Spitgate 2 weeks in a row.
That's my caveat. I'm with the Giants, but if there's a spit, then I'm going to transfer to the Cowboys.
That is so fair.
If they're okay, yeah. As long as there's no pregame Spitgate 2, we're going the same. I'm also going the New York Giants. The Cowboys' D-line is young. I actually will say this about the Eagles. In the trenches, they didn't look as dominant Thursday night as they have in the past. Like, even on the offensive side of the ball, I feel like Landon Dickerson left the game with an injury, so he clearly wasn't at 100%. Steen at right guard. Obviously, you have the 2 tackles. But, like, Saquon kept making cuts with guys way in the backfield. So I just think that the Giants' D-line is very good. The offensive line, we got some work to do. I'm hoping Andrew Thomas is back. I got Giants plus the 5.5. And that is no one game of the week for me except for Corey. Corey is hammering the Cowboys. A lot of guys here like the Giants. Come on, Giants. We need you. All right, next up.
Can we get a shout out to Steen? Is he a man of the tribe? Can we just get a shout out?
No,
for
it's
the boys?
2 E's. I don't think he's Jewish. We
Sure,
can
I
ask.
figured that.
Yeah, it's double E.
Ask.
Double E is not a good sign for the tribe.
Not Stein.
All right, moving on to the Rams at Tennessee. The Rams are laying 5.5. Titans almost came back in that one last week. They were hanging around the hoop, but they came up short. Well, who do we got?
Give me the Titans. I think Tennessee at home with their rookie quarterback, they're going to get a lot from that home crowd that will.
Is Tennessee
keep
a
this
home
game
crowd
tight.
you're worried about?
I think that they're going to come out and show this kid some support. So
Okay.
I think there was a lot of positive signs.
They got nothing else to do down there, brother.
Fergus is a big country music guy. Big country music.
Big,
do
yeah,
love,
yeah,
I
big
do
country
love some
music guy.
Country
Corey,
music and Justin Bieber.
we're not going to go there with Bieber right now with you and other things, but we'll come back down the road to that one. Corey,
It's a huge line. Like, I think Vegas knows something. Like, I feel like this should probably be closer to 2.5 or 3.5, and I think they're baiting people to take the Titans. And I'm going to jump on the Rams. Like, they're calling the Rams an 8.5 point better team. That doesn't feel right if you neutralize the home advantage. And this line stinks, and I'm not going to buy into it. I'm going to go LA.
put a point up for Corey, giving us the neutral site 3-point knowledge. That's a ball knower there. Learner?
I absolutely hate this game. I really do. Part of me wants to take the Rams for the same reason Corey did, but I also felt like Tennessee had a chance to make the playoffs, and I think the rookie quarterback's good. So I'm just going to take Tennessee, but I would stay very, very, very far away from this game.
All right, don't touch it. Woogie, he's saying don't go near it, but I have to have a pick from you.
I'm going with the Rams too. I think it's a bad bet, but I just can't back the Titans.
Okay. Jason.
Call me a glorified sicko. This is my bet of the week. I'm going with the Titans. They actually look good against the Broncos, who we all think are going to win the division and potentially make it to the AFC Championship. And if it wasn't for some dumb play calling, I think they went for it. They threw the ball 3 times from their own 7 with 45 seconds left in the first half. That then they punted and Denver scored a touchdown. If it wasn't for that, they go up in the lead at halftime, potentially beat the Broncos straight up. Listen, there's something. There's something,
Something
there in Tennessee.
there. There's
Calvin
something there
Ridley
with them
drops some
Titans.
passes. He doesn't do that often. I'm gonna take the points. Home dog.
All right, I'm going to go, and then I'll let Green jump in here, Coach. I'm going to go Rams in this one. I love the Rams in this one. I just don't see it with the Titans. I don't think there's something there. Coach, you're up.
I'm with Lerner on everything he's saying this week. This is like stay far away for me. The Rams looked awesome.
Go, Jones.
The Rams looked awesome on defense last week. They held the Texans to 9 points. Whoever that DC is, I bet you he's going to be up for some jobs after this season. They look really good.
You think he would go to Europe and coach?
What's that?
You think he would go to Europe and coach?
We'll see if there's a fallout, and I'm totally wrong about what's going down over there. But
Chris Shula, by the way, is the coach. Young guy, just a comes from good pedigree.
You
Is
just
there a
knew that off the
relation
top
to
of the hat.
Dylan?
That I don't know.
Just you just knew he was the DC off the top.
Yeah, ball knower. What do you mean?
He was. They looked great. I'm going to go with the Rams. They're just going to lean on them.
All right, Rams lean on them. All right, now we're moving to Chicago. The Bears. I was dressed as Ditko last week. That was probably some of the most fun I've had.
Oh, sorry. Quick Wikipedia before your story. Chris Shula is the son of Dave Shula, who's the son of Don Shula. He's just got coaching
There's something
in his
there,
blood.
Jay.
Coaching
There's
in his blood.
Something there. All right,
Good call, Jake.
we got the Chicago
But
Bears
don't
at
bet
the
against
Detroit
the
Lions.
Bears.
Lions are laying 6.5. Let's get to this one. Let's keep it moving. Woogie.
Shit, you caught me off guard there. I'm gonna
Woogie curses a lot, man. He's around those kids all day.
He's got a
I got
little freedom. He's with the boys now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna take the Lions. I'm taking the Lions. I think they'll bounce back, and I think that they got embarrassed last week,
All right,
and they're not going to get embarrassed 2 weeks.
Let
in a
me
row.
make this easy. Does anybody have the Bears? Could I just get a quick raise of hands? Anybody like the Bears? Wow.
And the backup quarterback, I'm not claiming that I think he'd be a starter anywhere.
Badgett?
But Badgett's a good player, and they looked good, flashy with him.
He's got the
Caleb Williams stinks.
Badgett's got the best interview of all time, I think. Has
Crying
anybody
when
seen
he
it
gets the contract?
Yeah, talking about his family and how he can feed a ton of people back home. I mean, this is a humble kid. Give him the rock. Let's go. Let's see what he's got.
I
Roll the
like
Dunze the rock.
Caleb Williams. I thought he looked good at times, making some dynamic plays, but I can't go. So it's chalk Detroit except for Laterman. I also can't see the whale, so I don't even know if Whale is raising his hand. If he's
I got the Lions still. I watched that game and I just zero confidence in Caleb Williams.
yeah. Laterman.
I'm gonna make it.
I think he looked good in the first half. Maybe I'm in the overreaction anti-Ice Whale, but Detroit, with losing those two coordinators, they got crushed. Like it should have been, what was it, 24-13, and they garbage time. They got crushed, man. Prove me wrong. Maybe they'll come out swinging, but Chicago's defense is also pretty solid.
Caleb
I don't
Williams
think
is
she's
the
a fan of the
6'4"
show.
version
He
of
should be
Kyler
good.
Murray. That's all I'll say.
All right, Cleveland at Baltimore. Cleveland's defense always plays tough. They actually upset Baltimore last year. Baltimore gets their heart ripped out. They're at home. They're at the bank. Ray Lewis is involved now. He's got these guys fired up. What are we thinking with the Cleveland Browns visiting the Baltimore Ravens? Well,
Give me the Browns all day here.
Browns all day, getting
All day.
11.5.
I think their defense is legit. I think that Joe Flacco is just a winner, and I think they keep it closer than people would think here. So
I'm going the Browns too. I'm tailing the whale. Love me a little Joe Flacco. I also love what I saw from Dylan Sampson. And then the sleeper of this game, and I know I said we can't do this, I'm going anytime touchdown. Fannin, the tight end that's getting running back carries.
is he on your fantasy team?
No, he's not. Someone outbid me. I think Woogie outbid me for him.
Woog Nation,
Oh,
sit
yeah, I
down.
did.
All right, Woogie, your pick.
Yeah, I think it's too many points too. Division rivalry. I am also on the Browns.
Lerner?
I got to take the Ravens here. I just think that the Browns are getting overhyped again here, and I think Baltimore is on a mission to win the Super Bowl or bust, and I don't think you get there by losing or even having a close game against Cleveland. Take care of home field advantage right now.
Take care of the bank.
I think they win
Big
by 21.
trust. What? All right, Laterman.
I'm going to tail the whale. I don't know how accurate this 86-14 is for, public in general, but 14%, I'll ride with that. I'll ride with Vegas there.
Coach?
You're on mute, Coach.
Here I am. This is my lock of the week. Bad time to be muted. I'm surprised at the whale because the whale said his theme was the overreaction. And this is the overreaction to Cleveland only losing by 1 to Cincinnati. We won't get to see this because the Ravens aren't going to be home again against Cleveland in 2025. But this spread should be 19.5. This is a blowout. The last time these two teams played, it was 35-10. This is like the biggest roster discrepancy ever.
But
Bailey Zappi was the quarterback that game.
I disagree with you
Bailey
more.
Zappi was the quarterback that game, and the other game that last
Browns
year,
won.
the Browns beat them.
All right, you know what I'm going to do then, boys?
Bailey Zappi's awesome.
I'm smashing
Is that your
Browns
guy?
as my lock of the week. I am firing back at Coach.
Can we get a side bet
I
between
love
the
it.
two of you also?
I think the Browns are one of the more talented rosters, like their defensive backs, their D-line. Quinshon Judkins won't be there this week, which really hurts my cause. But I think Joe Flacco can command this offense enough to not make catastrophic mistakes. And it's 11.5. I think the Ravens are going to sleepwalk into this game and get caught slipping, give up an easy touchdown. Browns are my lock of the week.
They're not sleepwalking
I love
after Monday Night Football, man.
They still are. You're playing the Cleveland Browns. No one respects them. I've been in that locker room. You've been in that locker room. You know, regardless of a bad loss, you're going to still think it's the Cleveland Browns. So I'm going lock of the week. Did everyone pick there? Sorry, I got carried away.
I went through this all the time at FIU, Justin. I've been there.
I did not pick. And as our resident flip-flopper, are we allowed to change our pick of the week?
Yes.
I'm going Baltimore. It's kind of what I wanted to pick the whole time. I was between Baltimore and Dallas. I agree with Coach. And I think they're going to sleepwalk after they just got totally embarrassed on Monday night or Sunday Night Football. I think give me Baltimore for the exact reasons Harrison just said, and I'm going to double down on it. I'd love it if it was his pick of the week too. We could go into battle against you together. But I'm going to make this my pick of the week.
No, so two
already
things.
was
Corey,
his pick
this
of the week.
is my pick of the week.
So that was, as a residence rules guy, are we
Right.
allowing two guys to have the
Oh
same
yeah,
pick of the
totally.
week?
I didn't
Yeah,
even know
it's
it
just-
was his pick of the week.
It's just 2 points. This is my pick of the week. I don't even know if anybody said this, but this actually makes me like my pick a little bit less. But this is the Joe Flacco return to Baltimore.
Yes.
This is a crazy game. I'm
Okay.
sticking with Baltimore.
I actually
What-
thought you were going to say you like it less because I jumped on it, which would have been way funnier.
No.
All right. So in order to celebrate this, I think what we do is like there has to be something on the next show that we do to offset, the picks not being, the lock versus lock going head to head. Let us know in the
I'll
comments. We'll
happily-
figure something
I'll
out.
happily-
There's gonna be a ton of
like a
time
side
if it's ever
Drop
lock
that
versus
in the
lock.
chat.
Let's
I'll
get that.
happily-
Can we get that
Throw it in the
Baltimore
chat.
comedian who always does those little Instagram reels, Stavi Halkias, on the show?
Oh, I mean, yeah. We got to hit a couple more ice wheel parlays to afford that, but that would be what's his stage name though? Stavi Baby or something?
Stavi, baby, yeah.
Stavi Baby, you're absolutely amazing. I can't wait. I mean, the Baltimore Ravens probably win. I think Baltimore looked amazing. I just think the Cleveland Browns cover. I'm a dog pound. I went to a wedding at their Muni lot. I keg bowled with those people. The dog pound is I will say pound for pound, they might be the best tailgating fan base in the NFL. As a whole. All right. Enough lock versus lock. Let's move on to the Buffalo Bills at the New York Jets. What do we got here, Kalshi? Drum roll, please. Bills are minus 6.5. It's basically stayed exactly where we thought it would be. You are who we thought you were. Jets are getting 6.5. I think the Jets look good. They look good. But Josh Allen is that dude. Buffalo Bills minus 6.5. I'm locking it in. Not lock of the week, but locking it in. Harrison?
Give me the Bills too. I think that 34-32 loss is gonna take a lot out of the Jets. Give me the Bills.
I do like the Jets and what I saw from them. Corey?
I think it's kind of hard to stop the Jets' offense, as crazy as that is to say out loud. Their offensive line looked awesome. Brees Hall looked like Brees Hall. Fields and Garrett Wilson have the Buckeye connection. I do think the Bills win, but I do think you see Josh Allen heroics once again, probably late in this game. Give me the Jets.
Quick question. You kind of are like Jets fan by marriage. Are your kids Jets fans?
No, they wouldn't be mine anymore if we were raising them as Jets fan. They would be, with a nice family in Virginia or something.
Shout out to Corey's brother-in-law, big Jets fan. Jason?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but the Jets almost feel like the Ravens light with like Fields as Lamar, Brees Hall as a little baby Henry.
It's a great call.
I kind of agree with Corey. Like, I think they keep it somehow tight, and their defense, I mean, they let up a ton to Rodgers, but like,
there's something there, Jay.
Does their defense? I don't know. There's something there.
Quinnen Williams, his brother,
Aaron Glenn.
Aaron Glenn's a great coach.
Winning a covering attitude to the Jets.
Good teams win, great teams cover. So you're going Jets. Woogie?
I think the Jets are a sorry organization, just like their baseball fan base, the Mets. They're just losers for life. I'm going Buffalo.
All right, we'll let Woogie try. He wanted to get this in here so bad. Give us your random bet of the week.
Kalshi has some awesome value right now on the Mets to miss the playoffs. Right now, I think they have like an 85% chance to make it, according to Kalshi. To say no to that, you're getting great odds for the Mets to miss out the playoffs. I would pound that as soon as you can.
All right, there you go. Rob, mark that down. Intern Rob, who's off camera right now. That Woogie needed to get that in. He needed to get it off his chest. So I'm glad he snuck it in. Lerner, I have you muted because the crickets were going crazy.
I'm going Jets here. I think I love Aaron Glenn. It's tough not to be excited by that guy, and Justin Fields got it going. I have no idea. I have no idea why people were even remotely out on Brees Hall. If you watched any of that game, he looked awesome. I don't think a lot of people spend a lot of time watching a lot of Jets games. Well, it wasn't even the games. It was like the offseason. They were talking about trading him. It's not worth resigning. Like, this guy is like...
That was the all-time flex. Lerner watches the off-season workouts.
I'm just saying, look, there was reports, Twitter, people are saying...
How many monitors do you have?
I have one right now. And then also, I have one of those ones that go around. So they're like the size of the 3 screens. Perkis, Ice Whale. But, I like the Jets here. I think Bills maybe win the game, but 6.5 is a lot of points. And also, again, I feel like I know Kalshi only does the half points, but like anything under a touchdown in this game feels like a sucker bet for the Bills, just because I think public, according to this, is 73%. So
I guess we got to also ask for parlays, and maybe we could ask for can we buy a half a point every once in a while, and someone can take that, some other person can take that action. All right, I like that. Whale, last but not least, Whale.
Yeah, give me the Jets here. I think that game against the Steelers is a bit misleading for their defense because, they gave up 34 points, but they only gave up 270 yards. The Steelers had some short fields and
Rodgers redemption game. You never want to bet against Rodgers or Joe Flacco in every game.
Jets had almost 400 yards of offense. They had over 100 yards more than the Steelers, and just give me the Jets all day.
All right, let's speed this thing up a little bit. I don't know if anyone's got anything really crazy to say about Seattle traveling cross country, playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers are giving 3.5 at home with Aaron Rodgers. After seeing Aaron Rodgers, the public is like, oh, we like Pittsburgh and Seattle, and the Mike McDonald offseason hype is kind of going downhill. Let's go quickly through this one. We don't want to spend too much time on it. But, Whale, what do you got?
Seahawks.
Woogie?
I'm also on Seahawks.
Lerner?
Pittsburgh.
Jason?
Hail the whale. Seahawks.
Seahawks. Coach?
Field goal fest, Seattle.
Well, then I'm going to jump in there. Field goal fest. I like Chris Boswell, former teammate of mine. Shout out to him. I'm going Steelers to cover the 3.5. Corey?
Nothing not to like about what Pittsburgh did to that Jets defense. Give me Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh and Seattle's traveling cross country, time zones. We're not going to beat a dead horse. We're moving on to the next game. Getting into the afternoon slot here. Carolina Panthers head out west to the desert to face the Arizona Cardinals. Let me pull it up so you guys can get a little peek at it. I don't want to, jump too soon into this. Cardinals are laying 6.5. They're giving 6.5. Slowly but surely, everyone's like, yeah, Carolina stinks. Arizona, we like you. Arizona has the best Nike collab jerseys you'll see in 2 weeks. But Laterman, anything you want to say about this one?
I just like the Cardinals. I was hot on Carolina before the season, and they kind of stink. And now they're
You're jumping off the
traveling
bandwagon that quick.
I don't like what I saw. And maybe it was the thunder delay, lightning delay. Bryce Young's just short, man. It's a short QB off. That's what we're doing.
Hey, it's just short king off.
Short king off. Yep.
The short king is Kyler Murray. I'm going Cardinals laying the 6.5. Whale.
Give me the Panthers here.
Panthers for the whale. Woogie.
Yeah.
Tail the whale. Give me the
Tail the whale. He has the Panthers. Corey.
It's a disgusting football game. Not one I would ever choose to bet on in my own time. But give me the Panthers when I don't know what
Coach?
to do. I'll take the points.
This is one I wish I could stay away from too. Cardinals are my team this year. I'm going Arizona.
Arizona. Come along board, learner. What do the crickets say?
Crickets are saying Carolina. It's also a stinker. It's a stink fest out there. I have no interest in watching that game.
All right, moving on to Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. They're also playing at 4:05. Scroll on down. We're going to find it. Don't worry, boys. Your game of the week you want to highlight's coming up next. Denver has lost some ground. I think it's more Indianapolis has gained some ground. The Colts are plus 1.5 at home. Daniel Jones, too soon to call it MVP of the league right now. Woogie, are you buying the Daniel Jones hype at home?
Not buying it. I'm taking the Broncos.
Broncos. Laterman? Jason?
This is. I think this is going to be a fun game to watch. Actually, like these two up and coming teams, but I'm not buying the hype yet.
Denver.
Broncos.
Green?
Denver. All day.
Corey?
I think that I still like Sean Payton, Coach of the Year. I actually like Indy here. I look at the Denver offense, and it's Cortland Sutton, and it doesn't look like Evan Ingram's going to play, and like J.K. Dobbins doesn't scare anybody, and R.J. Harvey's not really up to speed yet in terms of his knowledge of the playbook and everything. He looked amazing. He got 7 touches. I think Indianapolis is actually the more dangerous offense.
Michael Pittman.
I'm going to take the home team here.
All right, I'm riding this one with the Colts. I think the Colts Jay, the Colts are on to something. The Colts got something there. There's just something about them. Daniel Jones, too soon to call it MVP. Learner?
I just want to say I have Daniel Jones as my highest rostered best ball player. At 45% of teams have Daniel Jones on it. I got to ride the Colts here. I do like Denver in general, but I think there's something there later, man, with Danny Jones. Danny Dimes, baby. Let's go.
They should move Anthony
And
Richardson
DJ
to the goal line back.
Giddens is a stud, too, under the radar.
Daniel Jones is vulturing Jonathan Taylor touchdowns, though. Well, I know he upset you by doing so. Are you going to take it out on the Colts and go Denver, or are you hopping on the train?
I am taking the Colts, and I also placed a little future on a comeback player of the year on Daniel Jones earlier today.
Ooh, he likes him. He likes him a lot. He put his money where his mouth is. All right, last 4 o'clock
frisky.
game.
That's frisky.
Just make sure we got to not clip that Corey R.J. Harvey not up to speed on the playbook comment. I wouldn't want R.J. Harvey to see that, man. I hadn't seen that anywhere in the news.
Yeah, you could clip that. He wasn't playing third downs because he's not pass blocking. He's on my team.
That's one of the toughest things for young running backs to do. All right, this one's a tricky one. Let's just look at what was going on in August.
It's not that tricky.
Everyone was high, and then it flipped. I don't know if this is when I don't
That
know
must
if
have been the
Travis
engagement.
Taylor got engaged this day, and
Yeah,
that's when it all
must have
flipped. Who do you have in this one? I think this could be chalk here a little bit. Do any of you not
Just
have
go
the
birds around the
Eagles?
horn.
I have the Eagles. I just want to say I think the Chiefs are missing the playoffs this year. I have the Eagles.
I think we all have the Eagles, so let's just chalk this one up. This is I'm the only Giant fan here. I think everyone here else is going Eagles. With Jalen
Let's
Carter
just-
coming back, Spitgate's behind him. He's going to play with vengeance.
Listen,
Eagles
like people talked all offseason about how good the KC offense looked like, in the whether it's preseason, practice, whatever it is, they were terrible. It looked monotonous out there.
They were in Brazil. Brazil is a tough place to travel to Brazil.
I hear you,
Away.
but it's Mahomes. You want to see
the
some
Eagles put up like 30 some points in Brazil last year and won the game against Green Bay.
All right, Whale has his things. All right, we got Eagles. Let's keep it moving. I know we got bedtime to get some people down. Jake's got to do some trades early in the morning. He's got some stocks to take care of. Atlanta Falcons are up at Skull Vikings. Vikings are -3.5. They came back to beat the Bears Monday Night Football. It was Monday Night Football. I didn't think J.J. McCarthy looked good until the very last quarter. Kevin O'Connell, I want to put him up for Coach of the Year. He's a stud. So if they do win games, he's going to do it. Vikings, quickly, guys. I know I'm not quickly. We're not speeding through this. Laterman, lead us off with this one. Minnesota.
I actually didn't hate how the Falcons looked last week. I'm going to take the points. Give me the hook. 3.5.
Green.
Give me the Laterman pick. Give me the points.
We're riding the Laterman trade. I'm jumping on board. Choo-choo, all aboard. Michael Penix, Drake London, Kyle Pitts. I think this is the year Kyle Pitts does it, boys. Please, Kyle Pitts, for the love of God. I got Falcons getting 3.5 up in Skull Land. Corey?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow. Give me the Falcons.
Woogie?
I also want the Falcons.
Oh, my God. Lerner?
I got Atlanta, man.
Are we unanimous, man?
We need
Well,
the whale.
I like the Vikings here. Isn't Drake London's beat up? And I watched that Falcons game last week, and I had a prop bet on Michael Penix, but I don't know. I didn't love it. I just didn't, and I thought the Vikings looked pretty good.
There isn't something there for the whale, and for that reason, he is going Vikings.
Give me the Vikings.
All right, finally, actually, we're going to save the best for last. We're going to actually go Chargers at Las Vegas for the next one here. Let's pull that up here. The Chargers, who beat the Chiefs in Brazil, didn't have to worry. There's never been a doubt they're the favorite in this game. But Geno Smith has looked good. That's the reason why everyone's riding the Chargers. I'm going Vegas at home. Pete Carroll, legend, 3.5. I think the Chargers could win this one by 3. Great teams cover, though. Vegas. Jason?
I know it's a sucker, but I'm going Chargers. Herbert looked fucking awesome. Freaking awesome.
Green?
Woogie just...
I was in the minority last week. I took Vegas. I like Vegas.
Corey?
Yeah, I learned last week. I think that Vegas offense is actually kind of potent, and I like Pete Carroll too as a big gum guy myself. So give me Vegas.
Woogie?
I'm going to take the Chargers. I think that this could be the year they finally win that division. I think they're going to win this game.
Don't talk about that. Coach Green's got a division parlay. Coach Green, just quickly, just thumbs up or thumbs down on the division parlay.
Big time smiles. We are 7-1. The
Ooh.
Ravens lost, the Chiefs lost, and somebody else really important lost. The Lions lost. So we're cooking on that. I have Denver in that division.
All right, there you go. Lerner?
I gotta go the Chargers here. I like Herbie fully reloaded.
Did we let the whale pick? I forget.
No, but I nothing crazy on this game. But give me Vegas getting the points at home.
Vegas getting the points at home. All right, last but not least, the game I'm going to Monday night in Houston. I'm going to be in this stadium screaming my head off. You guys know what I do. I always bet the home team, so I'm riding with Houston to come back, cover the 2.5 at home. Tampa looked good. Don't get me wrong. Tampa looked good, but I'm going Houston, CJ Stroud, and that bad offensive line. I do hate the shit. I wish I didn't dislike Houston's offensive line so much, but whatever. I bet the home team. Well,
Give me Houston here. I think that they're a lot better than they looked, and I think Tampa's passing defense is very vulnerable, and CJ Stroud can light them up.
even though Antoine Winfield Jr. made a game-saving play there, and he's a beast. But yeah, I get what you're saying everywhere else. Lerner?
I'm going Houston. I just really don't like Tampa Bay at all.
Well, Nation, are you going to just follow suit or no?
Yeah, I actually think that, I don't know, maybe it's you talking about it, you going to the game, but I think the home crowd is going to play a huge role here, and I actually
Do you think Houston's got a big crowd?
Yeah, man. I think they're gonna show up, and it's Monday Night Football, and they're not going to start off the season 0-2. I like Houston.
Jason?
I'm riding with you guys. If this game was closer to pick 'em, I think I'd take Tampa Bay, but something about Houston being favored by almost a field goal just makes me gravitate that way.
Yeah, just a massive spread. I can't believe 2.5.
Yeah.
Coach?
It's a good game. I think it's two playoff teams. I'll take the Texans at home.
Corey?
I'm going Tampa. I was actually going to bring up that Winfield play also. That was crazy.
All knowers here.
I think that outside of CJ going to Nico Collins, there's not really much there on the Houston offense. And like you said, that line stinks. I think you got two good receivers and a good back. And I think Baker's a gamer, and I like Todd Bowles. So give me Tampa.
Yeah, Bowles underrated coach there. All right, well,
Love Bowles.
that is something special. We're going to do something else real quick. So that's the picks for the week. We have our locks. We need to know what we should do for the lock versus lock bet off. I don't know if it's crab cake versus something in Cleveland. I don't know what they have in Cleveland to offer for us to do an eat off with. But the last thing we want to do, we mentioned the whale is awful with his one-off picks. So maybe fade the whale there. But there's something that you need to do, and it's tail the whale when it comes to parlays. Kalshi, we need to get your parlays up. Off-site, he potentially won one here. He didn't potentially. He did win one, a large one, Sunday Night Football. Whale, can I pull up that slip? Do you mind?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so we're going to pull this one up. We're going to just have this one for the boys up. Let me get this. Let me share. I got to go to share this tab instead. So now I'm going to share the screen. Just give me 1 second. We can edit some of these things down a bit.
This is just another Sunday at the office.
Give us like your process for how you.
Yeah, talk us through a little bit while I try to get this up.
I usually try to find some guys that can score, some guys with some better odds.
This is insane, though. This is insane. That's a 158.88 to win $32,953.
And I don't know how I came up with.
What was the craziest touchdown in there you got?
The Josh Allen one at the end.
Oh, the Josh Allen, the winner.
Wasn't that his second one? Wasn't that his second?
That was his first.
Cook got dragged down. He had an open field at the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
And I think they got stuffed on first down, and they play action, like rolled out on second down.
So, folks,
so
we talk
on
about
first down,
on
first down, Josh Allen did the QB sneak, got stuffed, and then they ran a play action where he wasn't running it in. He was looking to pass it, and he ended up running it in instead.
So this is what the whale does, folks. He's not a straight-up guy. He's a dink and dunk. Give me Zay, give me Lamar, give me Dalton, James Cook, a little Derrick Henry, and Josh Allen to put a little cherry on top. This is an all-timer, folks, but this is just a boring Sunday for the whale. We will, as soon as we get the parlays up on Kalshi, we will be posting these on every Sunday, so you too at home can tail the whale. We told you he's a living legend. Boys, hell of a week 2. We're going to have to figure out a way to slow this one down maybe, or speed it up, an hour and 10 minutes. It's always good seeing you. Anyone want to say goodbye to the people? Not a sign off through. I'm going to do it for us. Whale, anything you want to
To the 12 fans, goodbye.
To the 115 people watching at home, let's double those numbers. Let's get 300 views this week. If you don't tail the whale, you may be an idiot. You know what? We're going to tail the whale this week. We're still going to put you up there, whale. So we'll see you guys next show. Later. Week 3, tail the whale. Thursday picks. That's it. We're out.